I agree. Let's get him.
Now we're on our way here. Can we please give the biggest, warmest welcome to our driver, Jorge? He's going to get us through this tour in safety and might even pull out some tricks I've heard about. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But I'm not the only host we have here.
They're the best. I love them. Even though
Tiffany with an eye.
Owes me $5.
Come on.
I think you guys are excited to go on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Absolutely. All right, we have some safety rules to go over. Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Remember to use the red cord above your head if you need assistance. The studio is private property, and if at any time during the tour you drop your phone and just can't wait to use the restroom, pull the cord and remain seated. You'll want to have your cameras out for great photo opportunities, but keep an eye on them so they don't get wet. Finally, for your safety and those around you, please do not use selfie sticks while on board. All right, we've done it, folks. We are now going down what we call our timeline. On either side of the tram, you'll see just a handful of the thousands of movies Universal has been a part of, and you can even track the evolution of our logo on the top of each poster. Now, Carl Lemley was our founder. He was a German immigrant who fell in love with movies. He moved to America and opened Universal to the public in 1915. Now, you could come to Universal in 1915 and get a tour and a lunch for 25 cents. Isn't that crazy? We have our own zip code, our own police station, our own medical services, and as you can see on the right-hand side, we've got our very own fire station. This is Fire Station 51. The name is an homage to the television show Emergency, if anyone remembers that. But that's probably the most real thing you'll see all day today. All right, now, I said we're a city, and that's true. We are very excited to announce the Super Nintendo World will be opening in early 2023. For more information on Super Nintendo World, please visit our social media accounts or website. Dun, 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 dun. They didn't give me audio, so I had to make my own. All right, so we are now entering what we call our front lot. Our front lot has 28 sound stages. What are sound stages? There's these very large buildings here on your left-hand side. Sound stages are about 98% soundproof, and that's because the walls are about 4 times thicker than your average wall. So you can see why a production might find filming in a soundstage better, because you can control the sound and the environment and the weather in there, as you can tell from today. It's a little warm. It would not be a good day to film like you were in a winter snowy storm, right? Now, you're going to see some production stuff here. Not 100% sure what's filming here, but I do know the Voice is filming on lot today. So do keep your cameras out. If you see any open doors, feel free to try to take a peek inside. You never know what you might see. Now, stages 20 and 18 that we passed back there, that was recently home to Bel Air, which is the Peacock series, the dramatic reimagining of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. And in stages 16 and 17, and as we turn the corner in stage 21, this was most recently home to the 2nd season of Hacks, which you can catch on HBO Max, starring Emmy Award winner Jean Smart, who most recently got her star on the Walk of Fame. Very exciting. Now, stage 21, 16 and 17 are often used together. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. They're often used together They were used in Superstore as well, starring America Ferrera and Ben Feldman. Stage 21 was actually the office break room, or the store break room for the employees. It was also used for the reboot of Saved by the Bell, starring Elizabeth Berkley Martin. Here, the Netflix series Never Have I Ever, starring Maitreyi Ramakrishnan and Purna Jagannathan. This is where they do their hair and makeup and have their talent trailers. They've actually been filming the next season here for the last couple of weeks. It's been exciting to see them around the lot here. You'll also notice a bear on the left-hand side. This is Ted. Ted the bear holding a very dirty martini. Someone needs to dust that thing, but he is celebrating because he has this prequel coming out with creator Seth MacFarlane. You'll also notice these adorable short buildings here. These are called production bungalows. Now, production bungalows are where production companies come and start the pre-production process here for films and television. That's usually where they budget, design, rewrite. And you'll notice some sign placards here for parking. Those are for $7 production, and that is Dwayne The Rock Johnson's production company. They're working on Young Rock here. We also have Jordan Peele's production company, Monkey Paw. They're coming out with the movie Milk very soon. We also have Mark Platt, all the way back to a base camp or all the way back to a trailer or a production bungalow. They can do everything they need right here, one-stop shop. Now, the first production to go up in these sound stages was Hairspray Live. But the most recent production to go up here was NBC's Keenan, which you can catch on Peacock as well, starring Kenan Thompson, Chris Reed, and Don Johnson. That's your college set. On your right-hand side, you'll see this is the world that's around the corner. We have 4 acres of these exterior sets, and this is where you can film all kinds of outside scenes, car chases, street scenes, all kinds of things.
Place the dog!
I'm in the shower!
Inside bad, outside good. Inside bad, outside good. Oh, you're done now.
Now that was also Mindy Lahiri's apartment in the Mindy Project, starring Mindy Kaling. It was also where Sandy and Annie met for the first time in Annie with Bernadette Peters and Carol Burnett and Tim Curry. Now we're turning on to a place that a lot of people recognize as Hill Valley, California. We call it Courthouse Square, but you might know it from Back to the Future. And I'll show you a little bit. Whoop, that's not it. This is it. There you go. That is the courthouse right there from Back to the Future. Now the front looks different. That's because they had to put up a new front because people recognized it so much. And this is currently actually being used for the show Rutherford Falls, starring Ed Helms and Janice Schmieding.
For what? We're on the world-famous Universal Studio Tour, and right there in front of us is a tram full of guests staring at us.
Hello!
Hi, Studio Tour.
Wow, this is so cool. Do you know what else I'm excited for?
Tell me.
I'm thrilled to be in this legendary spot known as Courthouse Square. It may not look like much now, but for our show, Rutherford Falls, an incredible team of artists, designers, and builders transformed it into a fictional community where our awesome characters live.
That's right. Our production team brought in street lamps, props, window dressings, painted the sidewalks, and put up decorations to trick your eye into thinking this town is real, when in fact, it is fake.
It is fake. All right, so as you can see, if you watch Rutherford Falls on Peacock or NBC, you're going to see a lot of Courthouse Fallon to tell you a bit more.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. I always got mugged over there. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. It's cool guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
Yeah, so as you can see, this can stand for a lot of major cities. And I want everyone to look at the right-hand side. There's this big glass building here. This is an example. It even has the door open. You can look inside. This is an example of what we call a practical set, meaning you can film on the inside and outside of this building. Now we have two different kinds of sets here on the lot. We have practical sets, and then we have what we call facades. And a facade is just the front and sides of the building. It's not a functional building. You couldn't go inside or not very far inside. But for the practical buildings, you can do both. You can decorate it, you can use it as like a house or a building. New York Street is also special for a lot of reasons. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be New York Street. In fact, most recently, it was used for American Ninja Warrior of all superheroes here. We've had Spider-Man here more than once. Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire and Mary Jane walked down these streets. We had The Amazing Spider-Man here as well. We've also had a lot of musicals here. We've had this Baltimore love to use because it can look like lots of major cities. Now, one of my favorite things about New York Street is its detail. If you'll look on the side, you'll see these little teeny squares that are portioned out on the sidewalk. Those are power sources. Now, you could plug your phone in there, but what it's normally used for, another feature in Lamb is that this actually has functioning manholes, so you can put a fog machine underneath them and watch the steam go up like one of those hot, smelly
immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to Skull Island here in just a few moments, but this is just a reminder to hang on to all loose articles. Please hang on to those cell phones. Keep your hands and arms inside at all time and remain seated. It's going to get a bit rocky. Here's a little bit more about King Kong.
We really put a lot of thought into the character and personality of Kong. He's so much more than a monster. In fact, he's not a monster. You know, he is an incredibly majestic, ancient creature. He's a force of nature. He's old, he's wise, he's proud, he's fierce, and obviously he has a heart. The most important feature with Kong are his eyes. Kong's eyes are wonderfully expressive. They're full of emotion. His eyes are like a window into his personality and his heart.
All right, folks, we are going to head into Skull Island. 3D. Spiders and dinosaurs and apes. Oh my! Those screens were 40 feet tall and 180 feet wide. That attraction was brought to you by Peter Jackson and the folks at Weta Digital. Weta Digital is a renowned company from New Zealand who makes visual effects and CGI. You might know their work from The Lord of the Rings, Avatar, War for the Planet is a little too loud to film with. We have cars from the not-so-distant future of 2015, from Back to the Future, Back to the Future 2, and cars as old as the Stone Age with the Flintstones. One of my favorite cars we've gotten in here is the Ford Anglia from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. They had to make 17 and a half of those cars because it was used so often. The newest car we've gotten in is Angeline's car from the limited series on Peacock. It's a pretty one. We also have the gyrosphere here from Jurassic World. No, it doesn't have to have glass on it. It never had glass on it, actually. They put it on digitally at the end of the film because glass was too reflective to film with. Now, this Bradley infantry fighting vehicle, otherwise known as a tank, might look indestructible, but the shell of this tank is actually made of plywood. Now, why would they do that? Well, it's cheaper, it's lighter, and you know how they like to blow stuff up. Transformers, come on. So that particular tank actually had a hydraulic system so you could crush the tank, bring it back up, rebuild it real quick, then you got another tank on you. Kind of cool. I need to interrupt this program because I would like to take you to a little island off the coast of Costa Rica. Maybe you've heard of it.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Thank you, Dr. Hammond. What a sweetheart. Now this next section, we have original set pieces and picture cars from the original Jurassic Park trilogy. Enjoy. We have the mobile lab from the Lost World here on your left-hand side. And on your right-hand side, you'll see we have some dinosaurs. There's supposed to be dinosaurs in these cages. If you see a dinosaur, play dead. Yeah, just play dead. Oh, you didn't play dead. Uh-oh, watch out for this one, watch out for this one. Just kidding, he's a lover, not a fighter. He's here for you.
Oh.
Watch out. Now you might have noticed in the Jurassic Park franchise that they use weather quite a bit to create suspense in their film. Now a lot of movies do that, but Jurassic Park definitely does that. And it's hard to get weather on cue here in sunny California because unless you need sunshine, you might be out of luck. So there's a couple ways you can create weather. One of them would be to use CGI, computer-generated imagery, but that's no fun. So we're going to show you how to make it with practical effects. This area we're coming into is called Old Mexico, and that's because this area can stand to be many countries in South America. It was Peru for Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. But today, it's going to be our demonstration area. Perfect, right on cue. So we have speakers creating our thunder. We have strobe lights creating our lightning. And now we just need a little rain. Sometimes you have to sing to it. It's a rain and rain. Hallelujah, hallelujah. There she is. She's beautiful. Now, rain can be very difficult to film. It's all about how you light that rain. So as you can see, the raindrops in the sun are really popping. Now, if you were to try to take a picture of this rain in the shade, it might not look the same, right? Now, this is created with a high-tech system called sprinklers and gravity. I know science. We love science. All right, well, I do think they have the point there, Mikey, in the booth. You can turn the rain off. We don't want to repeat it earlier today. Mikey? Oh no, did I mention you might get wet? And that was flash flood, everybody. Now, do you know who stood in that flash flood in 6-inch heels and did it gracefully? Lady Gaga in her music video, Judas. Do you know who stood in that flash flood and did not do so well? Paul Giamatti and Big Fat Liar.
You can't outrun a Wolfgang! Yeah, we'll see about that.
He's just no Lady Gaga, but that's okay. Not everyone has to be a Gaga. All right, wave adios to Old Mexico, and on the count of 3, can I get a howdy? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. We have now entered 6 points, one of our oldest and most historic sets. On your left-hand side is called the Opera House. That is an example of a practical set. You can film on the inside and outside of that set. And on your right-hand side, you'll see an example of a facade, where if you look through the window, you just see the outside on the other side. That's a facade. Now this area is where our old westerns were filmed, but it also most recently was used in the limited series Angeline, which you can find on Peacock, starring Emmy Rossum. But before that, it was in Quentin Tarantino's 9th film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, and Julia Butters. This is the area where Leonardo DiCaprio's character is on the real 1960s show Lancer. So that's where you might have seen this area before. Now, I'd just like to let everyone know that we're about halfway through our tour. The pond there is not just for decoration. It's called Park Lake. Its nickname is the Hollywood Ocean. How could that be an ocean? Well, it was. With clever camera angles and model ships, it was the ocean for McHale's Navy to stay safe. Keep your arms and legs inside at all times and keep those loose articles safe. Hang on to those cell phones. This is another area where you will not be able to get that back very easily. Now, as you can see, this is what we call a hot set, meaning it's ready to film at any moment. You see the equipment. Now, this has been made to look like a BART station from San Francisco, as you can see by the signage. And look, it's something that's been extinct for a while. It's payphones. Take a picture, you might never see one again. They're kind of amazing and rare. And you'll see,
Oh.
starring David Boreanaz and Emily Deschanel.
Well, I wonder how far away we were from it. Or maybe that's the battery.
George isn't in the water today.
George?
Oh no, George is in the water today. George, get out. George! All right, well, I told him not to go swimming with that Hawaiian punch. You saw it was everywhere. All right, we got to get behind something safe. Jorge, thank you so much. My mom said if you want to feel safe, let's get behind some flammable barrels of gas. So mom's always right. Here we are. We should be good here. Let's give it up for our animal actor friend, Bruce the shark. Does anyone know what kind of shark Bruce is? Close. He's a plastic shark. I know, right? That was mean. Oh look, he's doing the backstroke. He's the only shark that can do that. Now, Universal named their shark Bruce after the shark that was used in Jaws, that was named Bruce, and that shark was named after Steven Spielberg's attorney, Bruce Raymer. Now, he still is attorney to this day, so it must not have been a big insult. And the joke continues, because what is the shark's name in Finding Nemo? Bruce. So the joke continues on. Now that shark gave them a lot of trouble during the filming of Jaws, and here's the cast and crew to tell you just a little bit more about how that went down.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrated. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited.
The shark worked well enough. For a while there, it had the biggest hit of all time.
This is another example of a practical set. This is a set that you can film on the inside and outside. It has 2 stories to it. And this is from The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, starring Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds. But it was also used in A House of 1,000 Corpses, directed by Rob Zombie. And you can see in the back, there's a facade there to create the illusion that there's neighbors. That facade was added for the short-lived show About a Boy starring Minnie Driver. Wonderful. We've got your Fast and Furious cars here for you today. On your right-hand side, this yellow car is from American Graffiti. We have the green Mini Coupe. That is Mr. Bean's car. You see Dom's black Dodge Charger here, along with a bunch of Fast and Furious cars. And you might have noticed Bumblebee from Transformers tucked over there in the corner, parked next to a Decepticon. What? Only at Universal can they be parked next to each other and everyone's fine. All right, anyone from out of town? Anyone from out of town? Did you book your accommodations? Because I do have the perfect hotel for you. It's a motel. It's a little boutique-y, family owned. This is called the Bates Motel. And it is from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Now, as we climb up the Psycho path, you're going to notice at the top of the hill, the original Psycho house from the 1960s Psycho. Now, to begin with, it only had looking down, watching, as she always does. Good mother always watches. Am I right? All right, from scary people to scary scenarios. This is one of our most impressive sets, in my opinion. This is from Steven Spielberg, War of the Worlds.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steve had.
And first, again, to sit down to talk about War of the World, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now closed. Robbie, get in. Get in.
Get in, Robbie. Don't you know? Now that is a real 747 that was brought out of retirement from the Mojave Desert, a Boeing 747, if you will. It only cost them $60,000 to buy that airplane. That's pretty impressive. But they had to cut it into several pieces, put it on flatbed trucks, drive it here, cut the tops off because it wouldn't fit under the overpasses. And that cost them $200,000. They always get you with the shipping and handling. Am I right, Betsy? Anyway. Anywho. All right, folks, we are about 10 minutes away from the end.
This might be more serious than I thought.
What might be more serious?
This is a secure line. Who are you?
I'll tell you who I am, boy. I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation. My name is Special Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service. And as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
Awesome.
The hell you are.
Let me clue you in on two things, sweet cheeks. One, there's a high-value witness from the Federal Protection Program aboard your vehicle. And two, an international crime syndicate led by Owen Shaw is honing in on this vehicle to take that witness out. Shaw's as ruthless as they come, and he'll stop at nothing to eliminate his target. Every living soul on this vehicle is in serious danger. Other than that, enjoy the ride.
This is not your jurisdiction.
It is now, stink pickle.
I'm so tired of you snake guys stepping in just whenever you feel like it.
I will.
That's better. We're moving your vehicle to a safe location until we have the situation under control. Until then, I want everybody to stay calm. Enjoy the ride. Taking care of business. Hobbs out.
Thanks, Hobbs. All right, folks, sit tight here. We're going to see what other instructions we can get. Reminder to stay seated and hang on to all our articles.
My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you with Sean for a while. So we brought you in our secret spot. We're having a few friends over. It's a little messy. It's all good. The more the merrier. Especially you right there in that third row. You know what I'm saying? So look, see over there? It's Hobbs' urban assault vehicle. Best truck the U.S. government can buy. That work of art back over there is made by my man Tej. Think of it as like a Mona Lisa on wheels. Extra.
So did you break it down to them?
What's that?
You had one job to do, only one. All right, look guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone can give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
All right, sounds good. Now, we're very serious, but I feel like there's a party going on. Anyone out for a party? Let's do it. Oh, yeah.
This is what we're doing. This is the race day after party. And where the other?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move. Neil, that's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, let's back up a little bit. I got it. It's lightweight.
First of all, I don't work for you. Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't get into your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Escort this novice out. Let's go, Cookie Puss. That ugly syndrome, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't
Don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of this. Call you back. It was on vibrate.
Sure, Trace does. I just can't hold it forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle.
You got it.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
All right, folks, this is the perfect time to put on those 3D glasses so we look as cool as possible pulling into this abandoned parking lot that I feel so safe in. Hang on to everything you got. You never know what might happen. Good luck out there.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Stay doing possible. Come, let's hook him up.
I got the bull by the horn!
Now we're moving.
Witness is mine, Letty!
How about you, eat asphalt?
Don't think you're getting away! Find the...
Where to go, Letty?
Drone climbing up the missile shot!
Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got it.
Robert, don't shoot!
Head for the bridge.
Under construction!
Everybody hold on. Hit the entrance. On and down.
Fast and Furious Supercharged.
You know it's crazy out there.
Now, my Mona Lisa got messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We got through it. Y'all held us down. Appreciate it.
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You guys did good out there. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.
Also, if you have heard of any film or TV that you saw today that you're interested in purchasing or anything you see on your screen here, you can go to uphe.com or go to one of our retail stores and they can help you find those titles. We'd like to thank you again for coming to Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA. And as they say in the movie biz, that's a wrap. Have an amazing day today, folks. We make some memories. Go get a butterbeer. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing.
Y'all have a wonderful day today.
You're welcome. Have a lovely day. Oh my goodness, is that a Simpsons segment? We've got the prize. We've got the prize.